Why are you in the process of trying to kill, bury, because you're in a rush? You see how God talks to me sometimes? In a rush, unfortunately, the hand is still sticking out. The leg is still sticking out. Did you cover that berry? You don't cover nothing. Now, watch me. Don't miss this moment. So it doesn't matter how you try to cover sin, you cannot cover. The only thing that can clothe you is righteousness. The only thing that can clothe you is the glory of God. The only thing that can cover your nakedness is God Himself. What sin does, sin will look like you are covering, is covering. No, it's only waiting for the day it will expose you, so that I can pull you down. Are you listening to me? It may look like nobody is seeing it, nobody's hearing it, but He's only putting it together, waiting for an opportune time when you are at the spot. Because when you're on the ground, you don't need to be afraid of falling. But when you are at the top of the mountain, the top of the house, the hilltop, that's when He sets you up to want to expose you. So no matter how you try to cover with fig leaves, you cannot be covered. Think about it. I had to take some time yesterday to study about fig leaves, and I discovered that fig leaves, you can't use fig leaves to cover your nakedness. No. Fig leaves to cover your secret, it's not possible. It's going to expose you because it's an irritant to the body. So what are you covering when you are itching? What are you covering when it's causing pain, discomfort? You can't cover anything. There's nothing to cover when there's discomfort, when there's pain. So look at the two differences. Look at it now. In Genesis 2:25, their eyes were open, they were naked, and they were not ashamed. But after they committed the sin and disobeyed God, their eyes were open, and they saw that they were naked, and they were ashamed. That's why they're covering themselves. And they sewed fig leaves to cover themselves, to make their covering. Unfortunately, you cannot cover them. But look at Genesis 3:21. When God was ready to send them out of the garden, because the only reason, now don't miss this moment, the only reason why God had discussion with them in the garden was because that place still carries His presence. Even with their wrongdoings, He